So, in this video, we are going to change Jensen's brakes. So I borrowed Jensen's car earlier to do some errands, and then the brake was making some noise. So I think she knew. So we bought original brake pads. We already loosened up the lug nuts. Make sure that the handbrake is engaged. So our choice of jacking point is the subframe cross member. I don't know what it's called, but I'll show you in the video. Make sure that you put on jack stands before you remove the tires. So we don't have an impact driver today because we broke it yesterday. So mano mano. Now, as a precaution, double safety, put your rims or your tires under your car if your rims are not that expensive. If they're expensive, maybe you can rely on the jack stands. This needs cleaning also. So older cars, they're very easy to change the pads because you're just gonna unbolt one of the shaft and then flip it. It's easy. It's A17. Cheater bar. Oh. She really got, well, I paid for it. So she really got what I paid for. So let me get my special juice and a brake compressor. Well, I wish I had time, but I would have cleaned this and painted this. I don't have the time. Here's our special juice. So it's mineral spirit, water, and detergent, powder detergent, and that's it. Proportions, maybe 1/4 mineral spirit, 3/4 water. And if you're making this much, which is at 750 ml, I place about half a cup of detergent. Now, if you're in the Philippines, instead of mineral spirit, we use gas. Almost the same, not the same. So gas is the one that we use for, you know, those lights. Let me put this on neutral. So the goal is just to remove all the brake dust. So that's also the reason why we clean it first before we press the pistons, so that the piston will be as clean as possible. So don't lose these clips. There should be 4. And when you're happy, we are just going to rinse this. Now we can leave this, let it dry, and then let's start on the other side. So it's time to press in the pistons. But before that, check your disc or your rotor, as they also say. If it catches your nail, then you need to send it the machine shop for resurfacing. Now here it's not, there's nothing actually. We just caught it in time. Even the back. Now if there is a little, you may be able to remove it with sandpaper. If it's just a little, as in, I wouldn't even consider doing that if your nails will catch it. Okay, so this is good. Compressor. If you don't have a compressor, then wrench will do. Okay, it's too thick. Now, this is very easy. But for some cars, you see, that's why some of the plates has notches. Because for some cars, the piston has to rotate with it in order to go in. If I remember it right, for Volkswagens, for Seats, for, can't remember if it's the same with Porsches. There you go. That easy, plain and simple. Don't forget the clips. So all the pads are identical, so you can put it anywhere. Not like in other cars where it's specific on where to put it. Okay. So the clips, they actually prevents your brake from rattling. But if you don't have it, it doesn't matter. I remember during those BRC days, so in racing they don't put the clips because it creates drag, which in racing every second counts. There you go. Well, let's take this off and grease this too. If you're anal with torque specs, then you can torque this to spec. I think, if I remember it right, it's 34 Newton meters. I'm not bothered with not torquing it with metal parts. I somehow get the feel already. And that's done. So all we need to do is put on the tires, and then before you drive off, make sure that the brake fluid didn't overflow, because sometimes they would fill this up because they think that the level went down, which actually, in my opinion, you shouldn't be filling this up if you don't have a leak. Well, if you have a leak, why would you drive with the leaky brakes? What I'm trying to say is that this is actually an indicator. If this goes low, very low, then it's time to change your brakes. Filling it up, well, yeah, if it gives you peace of mind, then okay, fill it up. But the problem is that when you push the pistons, this will overflow. Then, well, anyways, if it does overflow, just wash it off with water, plenty of water, just to make sure not to ruin the paint. And then, before you drive off, pump your brakes, because I'm sure that we've pushed the pistons a little bit more than what it's needed. So you need to get the pads close to the disc so that if you press it, you'll have brakes. So that's it. Hope you got something from this video. Peace. New brakes. Don't forget to brake it in. Drive to 80 and then press the brakes lightly. Don't make a hard stop. Just feel the friction zone. So you're like trying to make a good mating surface. Make sure there's no car behind you, because you'll be surprised that you're stopping without any reason.